Today on Special Edition TV, lighting solutions that are fast, efficient, and portable. From the Maritime Security Expo in Long Beach, California, here's Wendy Perkins.
Speaking with us today from the Maritime Security Expo in Long Beach, California is Greg Taylor, Director of Sales and Marketing for Prism Lighting. Hi, Greg.
How are you?
Tell us briefly what Prism Lighting does.
Good. We are the manufacturer of the Prism inflatable light, which is designed to allow one person to illuminate up to 12,000 square yards in about 3 minutes.
So tell me a little bit more about how the inflatable lighting system works.
It's a good question, because when I first heard it, I didn't understand it either. But what it is, it uses air to support a cylinder. And at the very top of the cylinder is a light source. That light, because it's so high in the air, disperses over a very large area, and that's what gives us the inflation, the inflatable part, and the light over the large area.
Wow. So what operating requirements does this system require?
Fortunately, it was designed so that it uses 110, 60 hertz. It does wrap up about 95,000 lumens, so it really puts a tremendous light output just using a regular plug.
Now, I understand there's two types of lighting systems. Can you briefly explain the difference between the two?
I can. We have two. The PIL 1000 is our most popular light. It's the one that illuminates about 12,000 square yards. It stands a little over 15 feet high. The sight line needs to be so far out of the way because of the brightness, but it does illuminate a much larger area. The smaller version we brought to the market about a year and a half ago, and it's designed more for the rental market, more for churches, backyard weddings, that sort of thing. It stands about 9 feet tall. The PIL night light is what it's called, and it illuminates about 700 square yards.
I also understand that this has great appeal to security groups, law enforcement, and emergency response groups. Can you tell me why?
No question. All of these groups do fabulous work for our country, and they do it during the day, but at night their work doesn't stop, and so their need for light at all times is important. What we wanted to do was develop something that they could use to light up the night, but also be able to deploy it with fewer people. And with this, all you need is one person to be able to deploy it anytime, anyplace. Give you an example, in Baltimore, we had an issue where there was someone who was lost at sea. They went out by putting the light on the boat. They had a generator on the boat, and instead of having the regular light that would search this way, they had 360-degree lighting. They were able to find the person. For us, it was a heartwarming story because it really talks about the benefit of the light. But it's just as easy as if you've got access to power, great. If you don't, put a generator near it and you're up and running.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit more.
Okay.
How well does the PIL system work in a situation when their power is not available, and is it self-sustaining?
It is self-sustaining in that it has to have some sort of power source. But we built the PIL 1000 with an area on the back where a self-contained generator is there. So a person can have a self-contained unit with the actual light system, the generator on board with it, and if they're in an area where there is no power, the generator will provide the power for you. We cannot control how dark it gets, but we can control how light we can make it. And that's what the PIL 1000 does, is it gives you light where you need it, when you need it, really fast.
Sounds like a great tagline to me.
Maybe we'll try it.
Thank you so much for your time.
You got it. Thank you so much.
What an awesome product. I'm Wendy Perkins at the Maritime Security Expo.
Find Prism Lighting Services at 904-880-9900 or at prismlighting.net. To reach Special Edition TV, go to specialeditiontv.com.